ang isa pa pong na-notice ko is, most of my classmates, naka-reach sila ng third year or junior level na hindi sila marunong mag-code even a single line of Java.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Santos H. Valdez from the Academ, no? Formerly a college instructor under information technology, and presently I am now a senior high school teacher under ICT department the same. At the same time, I am also a part-time trainer and resource speaker of the ICT Pangasinan. I was one of an Generation X IT. Yan. Most likely, masaya ako with graphics, no, technical networking, and more in ICT.
Nice to meet you po, sir.
Nice to meet you po. I'm Queenie R. Hereño, the Deputy Chief in Marketing Operations in Start DOST. So, let me introduce Start DOST. So, Start DOST is a tech-related organization, academic organization meant to connect all the tech-related scholars, DOST scholars here in the Philippines. So, in our org, we aim to not just connect the students or the scholars, but also to share how amazing or how
Yes.
wow, yung ganun,
Yeah.
yung
Sobrang
when it comes to
nakaka-shock.
technology.
Yeah.
Kasi in others' perspective kasi ang parang ang scary niya tignan. So ayun,
Yeah.
we aim to prosper na parang it's light, it's fun, and yun. So yun. Hello po.
And
Hello,
sir?
nice to meet you. So, hello guys. I am Jandan Melaranga from Cabuyao, Laguna. I am one of the board of directors being in the resources department at AWS Cloud Club Philippines National Core Team. And AWS Cloud Club is a student-led organization. So coming from post-secondary students to graduating. So similarly to DOST lang rin guys na we spread throughout the Philippines, forming organizations, clubs. We have clubs from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And as the national core team, we handle those clubs. We manage the resources, the management, the projects, and the overall process of what we do in technical terms. So, ayan, that's us, guys.
Ayan.
So, let's start with the description. So, our podcast topic is called AI in High School and College, an Educator's Perspective. So, ayun guys, nandito po kami nila, Sir
Ayan.
Santos and Miss Queenie. So, ayun, siguro let's read yung description here. So, who wants to read siguro?
Sabi niya, let's talk about the homework, apocalypse, how Gen Z, yes, it's a rebel education with AI. Ayan. Kasi we are now on the generation of AI. No?
Yes. And Queenie, wanna read the description of what we will be talking about generally? I think it's in the papers. Do you have this?
Well, the description is a perspective from the classroom. Well, in the classroom, the teachers see ChatGPT as a cheating tool, and students see it as a personal tutor. So in here, we will discuss the ethical gray areas and the inevitable shift in how we measure human intelligence in schools.
Alam nyo, yung topic na to is very effective that more of the IT user, not only IT actually, student or a teacher, of course, generally lahat should be understand this part that take it or leave it, we are now moving into very effective, so should I say, an AI application to general people, not just only for the students.
Yeah, it's very understandable, and to have our viewers to understand rin
Yeah.
with regards the AI technology, not only applying sa computer science or information technology fields. Let's start with one of the questions here, which is the critical thinking gap. So if AI can summarize a 500-page book in seconds, are we losing the ability to actually read and analyze? So this topic applies to all fields, all departments in universities, not only computer
correct.
science and
Yes.
information technology. So let's say in education, let's say in psychology, most of their course or program have them to summarize essays, understand, and have a research about it. So with regards the critical thinking gap, um, it does weaken our thinking if we use it incorrectly. But it can 10 times our thinking if we use it properly.
Tama.
So how do I reframe this? So if AI doesn't kill thinking, the bad use of AI does. Because if, for example, in College of Educations or College in Psychologies, so they usually or mostly memorize the things or the tutors or the professors teach them. But now students need to question or verify to or challenge AI. So ayun yung parang thoughts ko with regards to critical thinking gap. So what do you guys think with regards to
Ako,
this?
no, siguro sa inyo, you are very young one, no? I was an IT, that was 1995, imagine. If you're go back on how the generation of information technology that was before is, talagang a student are going to libraries. Manually, they open, research, write, and so on. But right now, because of the application of AI, nabago, no? Nabago. Ito yung
Yes.
one of the problem na sabi natin dito is a student right now most likely are focused on just only generating their needs using the AI. Sabi nga niya doon sa ating pinag-uusapan, it can be generated by 500 pages in just a seconds. Pero before, ginagamit namin ito in a way of an hour for us to research, no? Pero sa akin, AI is not bad for us right now. One thing that we have to understand, no, is that is what we call the proper use of AI. No, for that to use is, of course, using that tools is the most important is the guidance. And for those who will guide, of course, being an educator, ako siguro yung pinakaunang person that I'm going to use the teaching of using AI in a proper ATEX, good behavior, no, paano siya gagamitin, and most of the time dapat minsan kasi mga student, I don't know if you observe the same, that pagka-research using the tools of AI, they just only copy-paste. They will not go back for them
Yes.
to learn. Napaka-negative. So, learning decrease. So, siguro as a teacher, kasi educator ako, i-post yung values na wag ganon.
Opo.
Learning is still put a time to read and dissect. And what is the right, because that is a machine. Ibig sabihin, it's not only the time na lagi siyang tama. Because in using AI, if you correct on your prompt command, tama ibibigay. If you are wrong, sorry ka na rin. Di ba?
Yes.
So,
Gets.
big thing talaga is from the educators like us. Of course, the students should be understand that ganito dapat ang ginagawa.
Okay, I want to extend that thought, but before that, I'll have
Yeah.
Queenie first to have her thoughts.
So, di ba, napag-usapan naman, like, we discuss how we should use AI into good use. So, as a perspective from a student in college, syempre, taking computer engineering, I've noticed din talaga na most of my classmates, especially when it comes to research, grabe pati
Anong
their
year ka
reference.
graduate, ma'am? Anong year ka graduate?
Fourth year po. Next year, third year po ako right
Ay,
now.
third year. Also, you are in AI applied.
Yes po. So, ayun. Most of them naman po, I do not condemn using AI in researches.
true,
Kasi,
true.
to be
That's right.
honest, it is really, really useful po talaga and reliable kapag yung magmamanage siya or like magsosort siya ng mga references mo or RLs. Pero most of AI tools kasi, especially the lower models, the ones they consider as the dumb models kasi, is gumagawa siya minsan or gumagawa siya ng sarili niyang references. And ayun, hindi nagkakaroon ng double checking.
Yeah.
And parang for me, and ayun, nasabi niyo po na nahe-held po yung nagiging education progress ng
Yeah.
student. Ang isa pa pong na-notice ko is, most of my classmates, naka-reach sila ng third year or junior level na hindi sila marunong mag-code even a single line of Java due to the use of AI, which is I do not condemn because you can use AI naman, especially in vibe coding. Pero yon, maganda siyang use for AI. Pero ayun nga, nahihinder yung knowledge, which is, ayun, parang in perspective is dapat maganda, inu-use natin yung AI in tawag dito, in a good way but not in a bad way.
Oo.
Kasi ang nangyayari, nababawasan yung critical thinking skills. Ayun lang yung nanonotice ko. Kumbaga, kaka-AI nila nung code, hindi nila alam paano i-manage yung code. Hindi rin nila kayang i-debug kapag may problem. And hindi rin nila kayang i-himay-himayin yung code or i-describe or i-explain. So, ayun.
Introducing Agora's conversational AI engine. Build and integrate your AI agent in minutes. Any model, any voice. Start building your voice AI agent for free today.
Okay, sorry, tama-tama ako dun sa sa kwento na ano. Kasi in reality, isa ako dun sa mga taong yon. Actually, admittedly na isa ako sa mga vibe coders or from the very start, first year, until now rin naman, I'm one of the vibe coders, whereas hindi ako masyado nagle-learn ng mga lines of codes, functions, each terms. Like, sobrang nahihirapan ako to understand them. And AI, after using it passively, it hindered talaga on how I think, on how I develop, and on how I implement codes. But in this case or scenario, what I did is with regards the learning of what the AI provides you. So rather than just yun yung sinabi nga ni Sir Santos is with regards you'll just research the problem and then copy and paste it and then that's done. So it's very negative. You don't know if tama ba or like may flaws ba dun sa pinrovide sa'yo ng AI. So this is really this is connected in probably like ChatGPT is exactly like the new Wikipedia that teachers eventually have to accept. So for example nga sa thoughts ni Queenie here with regards dun nga hindi na alam ng mga students kung ano yung mga codes, di na nila binabasa. So let's put it at this scenario whereas ako na coder, I don't even look na sa Stack Overflow, sa mga ano pa ba yung mga ginagamit natin? Git code ba yun? Yung mga ginagamit natin.
Git codes,
Ayun. So ako, admittedly, hindi ako nagamit ng ganon. But rather, and ayun nga, on my start of the software engineering journey, sobrang madami akong na-develop na systems na maganda lang at the start. But if i-maintain ko na siya at the end, hindi na ako marunong.
That is minsan talaga nagiging negative result.
Yes. Hindi ko na siya like makita ko, ano ba yung problema nito? Gusto kong i-update to pero hindi ko mahanap yung code kasi puro copy and paste lang ako. Correct. And now, yung situation na yun or yung experience na yun is what led me to learn yung mga pinoprovide sa akin ng AI. So, with regards now, ang ginagawa ko mga systems are very structured na and nababasa ko na naninitpick ko na kung saan yung mga problema. So, and with regards this, yung mga questions that we can provide here is, for example, rather than can you find the answer or can you think beyond the answer? So, in that way, doon nga sa sinabi ni Sir Santos, going back doon sa if a student can get the answer in 5 seconds, the assignment or the project was never really about testing intelligence, but rather it was testing patience.
I-add ko lang, no, very kasi significant that ibang-iba talaga kasi yung mga IT student before until especially right now. I am an IT going back 1996 we are using Pascal inside the university and school. Tinuturo talaga yung tinatawag na structural design of programming language. This is what we call the syntax program. And little by little, then such time na makakagawa ka ng system. But I thought right now, hindi ko alam kung how the teacher provide this information because of AI application. Kaya siguro napaka-mahalaga dito, no? We cannot blame na balik tayo sa Wikipedia and then hindi natin papansinin yung AI. Hindi kasi nandoon na tayo. Siguro the most important is being teacher and the student, the teacher should always provide guidance at the same time. It takes on how to use this what we call AI application. Even though we are using, providing those codes from AI, still sana nagkakaroon pa rin ng tinatawag na collaboration, understanding, critical thinking, understanding step by step of the line of the code from the beginning to the end. So that time will come magkakaroon ng problem yung system. Yan yung sinasabi mo, sir, no? Ang bata talaga, katulad ni sinabi ni ma'am kanina, ang bata talaga, or estudyante, I mean, na nag-rely on the AI without understanding the concept on how the system has been created, automatically, pagdating ng technicalities, hindi niya yun madidibag. Kaya siguro, pasok po natin talaga dito sana ma-inject pa rin sa mga students, sa mga IT na understanding is the most, but AI is a tools.
Yes. Do you want to add? Do you want to add on that, or let's move on to the next topic?
Let's move on na lang.
Okay. So, na-start ko na kanina actually yung Be Honest is ChatGPT the new Wikipedia that teachers eventually have to accept. So, siguro I want to hear, or the viewers want to hear your thoughts on this prompt naman, guys. Yung the classroom reality.
Classroom reality. What do you mean, sir, classroom reality? Paano siya ginagamit yung ChatGPT inside classroom?
Like, the ChatGPT are being called the new Wikipedia that
Okay.
teachers eventually have to accept. Diba dati nung mga kapanahunan nyo po is that Google or Wikipedia are considered bad na rin, as same as ChatGPT now kasi it provides the information dun sa mga assignments nila currently.
Dito sa part na to, yung part na sa Wikipedia, na-replace na talaga siya. Actually, before the generation of AI, let's go back. Nag-broad kasi itong AI nung pandemic, if you observe, right? Pero before naman, nandyan na yung Wikipedia, nandyan na din yung what do you call this? Andyan na po yung tinatawag na Google. So, siguro the one thing that we have is ethics matter. Ibig sabihin ng ethics matter is maintindihan bawat user ng AI tools, paano siya ginagamit talaga ng the best.
So may I ask lang po, since sabi niyo po is kailangan ng i-accept, so ang mangyayari po ba is magkakaroon po kayo ng another way of like curriculum on teaching po?
Good question, no? This is isa sa mga nakikita ko ngayon as a teacher and educators na minsan nagkukulang, sorry to use this term, nagkukulang yung private and public institution to provide this how to use the AI. Especially the most important na binibigyan ng training dito are the teachers, right? After the teachers pushing on how to use it right, and then that was the time i-transfer naman sa bata. So siguro yun din sana ang magandang i-address with the administration, no, to the DepEd maybe, to the CHED and other institution who are focused on education.
Okay po. Since, tama rin naman po kayo na medyo lacking po talaga. And siguro, hindi lang siguro po sa sa professors or sa teachers nagre-rely yun, but also for the students since meron naman pong mga institutions like us in DOST na nag-o-offer ng mga bootcamps or like seminars and stuff like that na pwede magturo. So, ayun. So, hindi pwedeng naiintindihan ko po na nasa inyo yung sisi, but rather parang sinasabi ko na nag-share po both the educator but also the students kasi meron naman pong way. So, thank you po. Okay po.
That's both understandable nga on both sides. So, let's have siguro the final topic, which is, feel ko maganda tong pag-usapan, which is equity in education. So, will students who can afford pro AI subscriptions have an unfair academic advantage over those using free or dumber models? So, for me, yung mga unfair advantages or unfair academic advantages na to, before AI, nag-exist na siya. So, picture natin to. Let's have the private tutoring system. Let's have the private schools or universities. So, isn't that unfair na sa mga current learners ngayon na walang pera, but ayun, yung mga benefits nila comes from public schools only for those free programs na nangyayari. Yeah, so ganun lang nangyayari. So rather, ang isipin natin dito on this concept is AI isn't really creating inequality, but rather it is just exposing what currently existed. So I want to hear your thoughts on that, guys.
Ako muna, ma'am. Short stated lang siguro. Advantage talaga if a user is naka-pro, no? Good things dito, congratulations with the DepEd kasi the time na binigyan po sila ng mga application na to, including the Canva as a Canva Pro user. So makikita natin na even the Canva can do things a lot inside AI. Ang problema, sana maituloy-tuloy ito. From the private, hindi ko alam kung anong ginagawa nila for them to provide this. Basta sa akin, napaka-advantage talaga sa isang user ng AI na sila ay naka-pro as an application of AI tools.
So for me naman, agree ako kay Kuya kasi to be honest, from the past ba naman is meron naman talagang inequality. Ay, inequality, parang in-expose lang niya na meron difference between the rich and the poor. From books
Correct.
to the payable website like Chegg, Coursera, stuff like that. And meron talagang difference. Siguro na lang, ang magiging way na lang dito is, oo, may pro, yung mayayaman. Pero ang laban na lang dito is siguro pagalingan mag-prompt.
Correct.
So, yun lang po. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Ayan.
siguro for closing in this topic na lang is that, ayun nga, na-mention na namin with regards yung advantages ng pro, and siguro hindi naman yung pro yung may advantages dito. So some scenarios, yung individuals have to work harder. In this case, so for example, mostly 'di ba mga nakikita natin on public schools, mas madami silang like na provide or like na students, but kasi not to sorry, baka ma-label ako dito as parang stereotyping kasi nakikita natin sa mga mostly big schools is that they only get to that school with the use of money. So kaya ang nakikita natin mostly na mga achievers or like those having high basically achievements is from public school. So rather the advantage is not really the pro versus the free tier, but rather the trained versus the untrained. So I think that's all from me na lang. So once again, guys, I'm Jandan Mel.
And I'm Queenie Hareño po.
And I'm Sir Sunny Santos Valdez.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks to our sponsors, Agora, Finshark, Tutorials Dojo, Young Satio, Amazon Web Services User Group Philippines, and Facebook subscribers. On to our next episode.